Hello. Good evening. But it's probably not the evening. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, hello. Welcome back, people.
Hello, welcome back to our little adventure here with.
Hello, random strangers of the internet.
Yeah.
Did you know the Necrogoblicon is a band?
Yes.
You're supposed to say hello!
Hey,
Too
that
bad.
I'm
No.
fine with that. You can say
Even
whatever you
Discord.
want.
Be sugar.
Yes, you can say beast sugar. That's what I heard.
Beast,
Beast
beast
sugar.
sugar. The best brand of sugar you can find. Hunt
It's
a
beast sugar with a
vicious
silver
beast and
switch.
turn them into sugar.
Okay.
Magic that is
Oh, yeah, it also reset fucking settings for
wild.
noise.
Do you have a warrant for that wild magic, sir? Let me see your papers.
Points points wild magic at you.
Yes. Okay. Anyway,
Get off
welcome
me.
back to Storm. I am going to show people an image now. Cause yeah, it's great. Look at this boy. It's Azura. I finally did art.
The boy.
Totally isn't Getty Lee. Painted blue. Totally isn't.
That is very
Definitely someone
interesting.
different.
Yes, clearly someone. Just happens to identically look like this person. Very interesting.
Totally not Getty Lee. Only a crazy person would think it's Geddy Lee, the bass player and singer of Rush.
Looks like if he smoked weed, his skin would change colors. What color does he blush?
Huh? What color does he
when
blush?
he blushes,
It's
like
just
a darker
slight...
blue? Is it a pink?
Nah, it goes white.
Oh, right. That is actually interesting. I've never heard of that one before.
Cool.
I don't know. So that's Azura. I thought that would be just a cool thing to show. I also have another image I'd like to show before we do anything. Cause yeah, I also did this. That. That's what the music boxes kind of look like. Of course, it's probably cleaner. I just did that in like 5 seconds, so. Or the paint job.
Not bad for something that took you seconds, actually. Not bad.
Yeah. That's why, like, it's supposed to look messed up as well, because it's supposed to be, like, old and just not good. That's what that looks like. So, yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of art ready. Okay, anyway, welcome back to Storm of Ravens, where, now we actually get to start getting into more fun stuff. So now we're going. So we were talking before we started recording, and basically, people decided we're gonna do the Hoarder's house.
Lick.
Hoarder's house is great. AKA the Hoarder being Rose, who is one of the Sparian Knights, but yeah, is now a Hoarder. So.
Let's go to the house of many things. The hoarder's house.
Yes. Okay. So it's not a long way out. It's like a few minutes. Like
The desert?
Yes, it is in the not quite the desert, but not quite the plains. Like the thing with the desert and plains is it's not quite a desert. Because there is like, you can find like some water. It's just a drought, It's kind of like Texas. We don't get a lot of water, but we have water. you know? Yeah. Anyway, so basically the whole thing with it, it's like it kind of goes in between like the more like sand areas to more dirt. So it's more in like a sand region. But yeah, it's not too far. It's like a few minutes. So yeah. So you just left from Azura. I guess I guess the person who literally just joined your party left again. Yeah. I guess he just
I'm gonna go check in with the king to make sure he can travel with.
I guess, yeah. Anyway, so basically, yeah. You're just going to the hoarder's house. Okay. So I need to pull up a random number generator.
Seeing no, I'm guessing we don't. I'm guessing the personality of this person is unknown to us.
There's been tales of what Rose is like. Everyone just says she's weird. And it is weird because she's a halfling monk who's also a criminal. Well, used to be a criminal, not a criminal anymore. Who was a criminal who then started hoarding things. Yeah. She's quite odd. But that's really all you know at the moment.
All right then. I guess does anyone else have anything else to do in town before I guess we depart?
No.
Well, you're not in town.
Oh, we're already there.
No, you're at Azura's, where we.
Oh, we're still at Azura's.
Yeah.
All right then.
Okay. Anyway, so now you're leaving to Rose's. Anyway, so you walk along. You pass by a town. It's a very small town. It has like one store and not a lot. But you pass by, and then you reach. Well, it definitely is a hoarder's house. It's a pretty. It's not It's not as big as like Azura's house, which is like almost mansion sized. But it is a pretty. It's like a decently sized house. And outside of the windows, you can see just mounds of just random stuff.
What about outside of the house?
The side of the house?
Outside, like the yard, the
Yeah,
backyard.
that's what I'm saying, is it's flowing outside the windows.
I know he said she was a hoarder, but I was expecting not this.
Were you expecting less items?
I was expecting everything to be kept inside the house, but clearly, like a cup of water, it couldn't hold it.
This is clearly more of a junkyard than a hoarder house.
Well, it's one person who just collects stuff. It's not a junkyard, because junkyard implies, like, it's just junk.
Junk.
You know, some of this isn't junk.
The amount of stuff there, it's more like a junkyard than an actual hoarder's house. And also, most hoarders just hoard stuff they don't need. Yeah. So, see, the difference between a hoarder and a collector is a hoarder collects valuable things. Or not a hoarder, a collector collects valuable things. Well, hoarders hoard everything. So it's.
I mean, sometimes they collect like some stuff that's more. It's not useless, but they'll never use it. But recently, Rose.
Like 4,000 or 5,000 magazines.
Yeah. Recently Rose realized she is now kind of a hoarder. And can't really do much inside of her house due to the amount of stuff she has.
So, well, if it's flowing out, I can imagine there is no room in her house.
No, there is. There is a walkway.
define
To the
walkway
bed.
in a
There's a
condition
walkway
like
to the
that.
bed. The bed being
Oh, I thought it was just
covered.
a path of junk to the bed.
Okay. Anyway, so basically, you can see a figure, outside the house, like next to the door. Let me send the image. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to copy the image, not link. I don't like the linking. Copy image. There we go. There and there.
I'm guessing that's Rose. I'm guessing.
Yes, this is Rose. Rose has never really shown her face, as she was a criminal right before, she became a knight. So the whole thing about Rose is that she was just like, she wasn't like, like a bank robber, like not that high level of a criminal, but she did steal a lot, from like small stores and whatnot, mainly to like, just help out her family and whatnot.
Alright.
So she was a petty thief.
Yeah. Of course, that she started stealing a lot more when becoming an adventurer, like, even more than the actual rogue. Seskull the rogue, like stealing much more. But ever since,
Okay. Does anyone want to go and do it?
Does she see us?
Yes, she does. The monk sees you. You cannot see her. Well, you can see her. You don't see her face, obviously. But yeah, she's just kind of like, she's kind of just like sitting on like her porch, which is full of just random crap. Anyway, so it's not really you don't know exactly why she wears a mask. It's just know she wears a mask. Could say it's because I didn't want to draw a face, but no, it's totally not for that reason. Their drawing faces
Totally.
do suck. Anyway. So, yeah. So, you see her, she kind of notices you, but doesn't really know who you are, so.
I guess I'll speak up. I'll say, are you Rose? We are some of the adventurers that Azura sent your way.
Aye. Finally. You can tell she's kind of tired. Probably hasn't had a good night's rest.
Is it the bed bugs?
I
don't even want to imagine
It's-
what lives in the house.
It's more the bed books. She kind of laughs to herself. But yeah, it's just, I need to get rid of some stuff, and by some I mean a lot.
I'm gonna point to my overflowing, nearly bursting, poor little satchel of items and say, I may understand the feeling.
Here. You ever want to start? Just get a bag of holding and never open the bag of holding. She says this mostly as a joke, but you can tell, yeah. Just, yeah.
There's probably a couple bags of holding with like decade-old food in there.
Yes.
Wild magic sorcerer questions if there's a bag of holding in this stuff.
You don't know, maybe.
There likely is one, but it depends on what condition it's in and what was in there for the past decade.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to look for one.
Let's introduce ourselves to get welcomed into the house before we break in and start taking stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be a smart idea.
But then after I'll rob the bag of holding.
It's probably gonna be like, if you want to find a specific item, which might not even be there, it will take some rolls.
I do have locate object.
Yeah.
Might help a
Do I-
little, but we still have to go dig it out.
Yeah.
Do I have logic? I do not.
I know I don't.
I do have detect magic that technically could throw magic items and that.
So, Jack, do you want to like activate the quest? Like, how do we call the hoarding criminal monk? Like, do you want to keep us talking to her? Or do you want to just have us say like, oh yeah, you can go in and grab?
So okay, so
How do you want to do it?
basically, we'll say you introduce yourselves, obviously. And so basically, what after you like you have a small introduction, and she's like, "I'm Rose, you know, whatever. I had some family come over recently, and they realized I need to get rid of some stuff, and then I realized it, and now I need people to help me. So you're welcome to take anything you want. You're also welcome to like sell whatever
Maybe.
or throw it away. Um, just ask me for like certain stuff. Like there's some stuff that like I kind of want to keep, but I really just can't even face going in there right now.
Don't worry. We will do it. We'll take and we will take care of it. Oh.
Yes,
They're a
we
little
will take
kleptomaniac-y
care
and
of
they're
the
excited.
Yes.
stuff. We'll take the stuff that you need or don't need, really.
Mr. Vale.
So basically, what she's asking you to do is put stuff into 3 piles. Stuff you want to keep, or 4 piles. Stuff you want to keep, stuff she wants to keep, stuff that you can sell and get money for, and then stuff that can be just thrown away.
So I know what's getting put in the thrown away pile.
Nothing.
Century-old food.
Yeah.
I think at that point it's dust.
Yes. Especially with
You know what?
like a bag
At
of
least she
holding.
doesn't have like 50 feral cats living in. That's one thing we have going for us.
There
Well,
might
well,
be
we
an
don't-
There
animal
is a
there.
few animals within the house, but you don't know exactly where.
But she's not an animal hoarder too, so we got a
No,
little bit.
no.
We got off a little bit easy.
There might have been an animal that used to live in there. I don't know.
Just
Well,
have to
we
make
don't-
deck saves every time.
I mean, we don't know what's in there, so be careful as you look around. Why don't we start with what's outside of the house at the moment and work our way inside?
Yeah, I want to look for a bag of folding.
Let's do some cleaning. Let's do helping, and then maybe take stuff. We could be here for like 3 days if we really want.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll have time.
Let's all split up to do
it
different
is
things.
something that it should not take you one session to do. This is something that you should do over multiple sessions.
So how long will it take for us to clean up all the stuff on the outside?
On the outside, yeah, on the outside it's going to be pretty fast. There's not a whole lot on the outside. It's mostly just stuff on the inside that.
So cleaning through the outside.
Let's start our piles.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if there's anything interesting on the outside that I want.
Okay, I am going to get a random loot generator.
Please.
Okay.
Just imagine there's just a Necronomicon in there.
Hey, there's a small satchel about the size of a card deck. Inside it's to be 3 cards. We'd wreck the campaign right there. I'd pull all 3, drop of a hat.
Ah, yes, the deck of many things.
Deck of
Also-
many things would be fun.
Yeah, but question: what should be like priority of keeping and selling in the case in this?
Wait, I have a question.
We'll just have to see, depending on some items. Some magic items, depending on if we use it, we're gonna want to keep. Some we're gonna want to sell.
With
But also
the
some
deck-
stuff like scrap metal can also be sold at a price, but it's also, do we want to lug a bunch of scrap metal back to town and sell it, or do we want to get rid of it? So we have to decide that too.
Okay.
I guess we could. So I'm guessing scrap metal would be worth more if we sell it to a blacksmith because
Yes.
they can actually use it.
With the deck
So
of
we
many
may get
things,
it.
are you able to draw more than
So
one
we need
card
to
at the
sell
same
stuff
time?
to the correct people. If it's legitimately trash, we're just gonna throw it in a
You know,
dump. If it's
yeah, she might have
go
buy
ahead.
her card so we can hopefully take it back. And yeah, we have to figure out who to sell it to.
Okay, 1 second. I'm doing something.
Just imagine there's an entire dragon in there.
Oh, sweet mercy,
Ah,
no!
I
If
yes.
we
Even
find
though
call
I've
if
said
there's
that
any
you're not
wolves, I
gonna
call
find a
it.
dragon.
Yeah, but there might be a whole bunch of spiders. Can you just
That's true.
imagine we move something away from the wall and just thousands of spiders pour out like water?
if something like that happens, bagels. With question, which of you knows magic?
I do.
I
People
do
are
Do
most
you
also.
know the fireball? Do you know the fireball spell?
I
I
think
got Sacred Flame.
Then I
too
need
poor
you.
to afford that spell.
Then
We
burn
also
the
still
house
got
down.
Thimbles.
Burn the house down. Even if I'm in it, burn the house down.
I could just make my spiritual up in a giant fly swatter and beat everything to death.
I do have
I
Shatter
would be,
though.
I would be eaten alive by that time if they're coming like water out of a hole.
Plug the hole with a flamethrower.
We don't have a flamethrower. Bagel said
We
we're too
can
poor.
make one.
Uh,
Bagels. We can make bagels into one.
How? I don't know.
Made a fireball.
I mean, technically, I think I have a decent amount of whiskey on me, being an alcoholic, so
yeah.
might be able to
I
do
don't
something
even
there.
think
But it
we're
would only
level
be like
5
2
yet, so
flasks.
Yeah, so long. I mean, I'm guessing the house is made of wood, right?
Wood and stone, yeah.
Okay, then that works as well. We just let the wood, any part of it wooden on fire, and let it do the work.
If something moves, we're just gonna burn the entire house down. Is a terrible plan.
It
It
is an
very much is.
ingenious plan. It is ingenious
It is a
plan.
very stupid plan.
But to be honest, if the house does belong more to the cockroaches, spiders, and giant evil things, I don't think we really want to go in there without extermination gear.
Oh no,
So
we shouldn't.
what should we
Uh,
find outside?
we're gonna want like some type of electricity or fire or just like fire
Just
spray
imagine we find a
spell.
ring of
I do have
fireballs.
Sacred Flame cantrip, but that's about it.
I have firebolt and shatter.
We want like some type of flamethrower like tool.
Okay.
Uh,
We
Okay. So in Horde 1, let me just find what you found. Okay, so why is there coins? No, no. I don't like that.
She just somehow has the deck of many things.
Is this? Sorry, I'm trying to find like a good thing.
Imagine a cockroach drawn from the deck and just got sent to
Okay.
Brazil.
So
A cockroach draws wish from the deck.
Imagine if with the could you draw more than one card at the same time? Like, can you
Oh
draw the
yeah.
entire deck?
Yes, but the second you die, you stop drawing cards.
that's too much now. Jesus
Yeah, but
Christ.
die immediately.
You're like, I'm
Okay.
gonna draw 10 cards. Your first card kills you.
Okay, so I need to roll a d6 real quick on just this.
The cockroach draws the abyss.
2. Okay. So, let's see what you find. So, first off, you find you find some coins. You find that that is way too much. Jesus Christ.
And
Why
we'll
is this
divide
so
everything up
weird?
after we have it.
No, I'll do the coins afterwards, because that's just crazy.
Oh.
Okay, so you find a gym. You find what is this? I don't even know what type of gym this is. What is this? Okay. Apparently you find a I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm you found a cat eye gym. That's what it's called. Like a cat's eye.
What'd it do?
And what exactly
It's
is
just a
that?
gym. It's just a gym.
It's a shiny rock people will pay money for.
Yes.
Shiny rock.
I believe you can use it in some other stuff. I don't know though. I'm looking. Okay, so it can be used for like some magics, but it's usually okay, so it's used for like scrying, but you don't really need scrying. But yeah, so either you can sell it or you can use it for like some basic magic, or you can just hold on to it for now and not sell it yet.
I guess we will hold on to it for the most part. I mean, I'm pretty sure we can find someone who
Being able to
wants it
use
quite.
it for basic magic is a good thing.
I
It's
don't
not
think I'm
basic
able to
ultimate
get
magic,
defense.
it's
scrying.
only for scrying magic. That's the thing.
Well,
They're
still
not
having something instead of having to go to someone that can do the magic is better.
You do have a person who can do it. Scrying is just looking into the
Okay, then
future.
let's sell it because we have no reason
Yeah.
to have it.
Do you guys know what scrying is?
Yeah.
Anyone don't know what it is?
No, I have no idea what
Maybe.
that does. I have
Scrying
no idea
means
what
you
it
look into the future.
so prediction in a sense.
It's not prediction.
So it literally tells you the future.
Yeah, like not very far. It's like usually scrying is like a good example is in Magic the Gathering, there is like scrying, but usually it's only like one card out of your deck. Like you get to see like, oh, very not like far into the future, just like a little bit into the future. Like yeah, like a day.
So it tells me the light. So it can't see into the far future. So it tells. So it can tell the future of what will happen of a day or 24 hours.
Yeah. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Especially for this,
And you may
it's
only get a couple seconds.
yeah. This one is definitely a short range. Okay, I don't care. Go away, you dumb thing. Sorry. Okay.
Don't be mean to your pets.
It's not a
You
pet. It was
see,
my computer. It's like a weird app.
Good.
Anyway, other than that, so I did a random treasure thing. So first off, you find 6 sedan chairs.
The fuck?
what the
It's
heck
a
are we gonna do with?
sedan
I mean,
chair.
I think we can. I mean, we can sell
is
those,
this?
most definitely.
So you find. Oh! Those are the chairs that like one person sits in and then like 2 people like carry the so you find
Oh,
6
that.
of those.
Yeah. I question why it does Rose have 6 of these?
I don't know. I just
We're
I just did
selling. No, we're
I did
keeping
a
one and selling
random
the
Rolling
rest.
it.
dude, I did a
There's freaking
random
portals that are out of here.
yeah. Okay, you find so those go for a lot actually.
Yeah,
We're
we're selling
selling
them.
all of them because
Okay.
why not?
You don't
We each
you
get
don't
to
want a
sell
person
one
to be like,
chair.
"Look."
I think at the end we'll just total up the money and divide it 5 ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're currently counting Cell. There's currently 6 of us in the party, right?
No, there's more because he's got Gappy as well.
Oh yeah, Gabby. But Yeah, but for the most part, why don't we all put the money from that into like a shared bank? For
Yeah.
so that whenever one of us needs to make expenses or the group needs
You
to make
mean
an
our
expense,
chair fund?
yeah, a share fund. This way, we all
No,
spend.
I said chair.
Yes, a share fund, a
Chair.
share of funds, a share made of
No, he's
pure
saying let's
gold
make it
and
a
money.
chair fund. A fund that we gain from the chairs.
Yeah. So you all agree with that?
The king questioning why we're so rich. We just found 6 chairs, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll put it all off to the side for now, and what we could do is if we get like 1,000, we could divide the 500 and each get 100 and put 500 group inventory and stuff.
What is this treasure
Yeah.
thing? Okay, and next you
We'll have to decide
find.
after we sell it.
Okay, next you find some plain tapestry.
Plain tapestry, is it like good tapestry grade or is it like meh?
Just tapestry.
Yeah, tapestry. It's just blank tapestry. That's all it is.
It's a big sheet of cloth.
Yeah.
That is completely blank.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we can sell those to an artist, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna have to change some of the costs of these because they're just ridiculous in this, but whatever. Next you find 6 handsaws. What is this?
6 handsaws.
Yeah,
Yeah, this.
a handsaw.
Whenever you need to saw like a piece of wood.
Yeah.
We should keep at least like how many did
You
we
found
find?
6.
We probably need to keep
And you
like
found 7 of the
one.
tapestries for some reason. I swear
I
this
mean,
We
of the
treasure
don't need
thing.
to keep tapestries.
the handsaws. How many handsaws did we
You
find?
found 6.
6.
And I'm keeping
Okay.
track of all this, by the way, just in case you're wondering.
If we
And then-
keep one handsaw, it should be fine.
Yeah.
And yeah, we should at least keep one. So the rest we
Okay.
can sell it to a lumberjack or something.
That was my thought, and I didn't want to
The
say it.
last item you find is a light catapult.
We are keeping
Excuse
that.
me?
We are
We are
keeping that.
That is the
And we're
force
sending
sword,
people
right?
over walls with that.
Okay,
No,
first
you
question.
cannot. It's
How are
too...
we gonna carry it?
It has wheels.
We are
I
keeping
know, but I was
it.
talking Docs about like carrying it to catapult people.
We are taking it around with us. We are keeping that. It's a siege weapon. I want siege weaponry.
It's
We could
only
just
a
put it in
light
like a
one.
storage barn in
It's not,
Shanborough.
it's
Take it when
not
we need it.
something you could
But
have
if
as
we
a
find
siege
a
weapon.
bag of
It's
holding.
like this. It's
Okay.
first of all, it's pretty damaged. Second of all, it's just not the best. Like it can't carry a whole lot. Like it can throw a goblin, and that's probably about it.
That's
Just
sending a
imagine you
goblin
open
over a
your
wall.
bag
If we
of
create
holding
a nice army of goblins, we'll be fine.
Yeah, I want a bag of holding because I want to make this the snowballed army.
You could have 2 snowballs.
How much would it cost to fix this thing?
To fix it up, well, you don't really know. You have to go buy a carpenter.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So
Good thing we have a
what's
saw.
What's in
Okay.
the second pile?
Okay.
anything else around the house?
So, okay, you also find just some gold pieces. You find right. So I'm just gonna change this into silver pieces because that's just ridiculous. It gives me 2,400. No, not 2,400. It gives me 241 gold pieces. No, I'm not gonna do that. Instead you get 241 silver pieces.
Why is he just that? Why is he leaving money around the yard?
How is she so rich?
Because
It's almost like she's old and it was a criminal and is a hero or something.
Yeah, and totally didn't loot like, bases.
Everything.
Yeah. So,
Is that
yeah.
everything that's outside?
Yes, that's everything that's outside. Like, there's some
And the
junk,
rest is
of
trash?
course. Yeah, everything else is trash. And
I
there's
assumed there
nothing
was
of
more outside, but
significance.
All right then. Okay.
Let's
Here's
ask
my.
Rose if any of this is sentimental to her.
No.
Alright.
Oh, nothing. All right. So, question: does anyone? Okay, pile up all the garbage together outside of the house into an area where it won't do any harm.
Let's
Then we
go build
will.
the first dump.
Actually, I was gonna suggest to set it on fire.
Okay, do you want to loot another thing, or...
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, by the
So,
way, for the cat eye, can you scry with it? Is it like a magical item, or is it just if you
you would
can
have to use
scry, you need the cat eyes to focus?
yeah, you have to use a spell, I believe.
So you have to have the scrying spell, but you require this for the spell. I just
Ooh,
wondered if it was like, oh, it's a
okay.
magic item.
The clerics might need it.
Oh yeah.
Those creatures.
Those things. Yes.
Okay, anyway, so, I'm just gonna say you have time to do 2 piles before, going by Shambro.
Okay, then let's do
Done.
one more pile.
Okay, so... Okay, what is it? Oh, okay.
Please.
That's a lot of...
What
That's
is
a lot
it?
of silver.
That's a lot of silver.
That's 2,500
How many
silver
2,500 silver.
is what they put. I'm
Fun to
definitely gonna lower
5,000
that.
silver.
It's a 20... you know what? 250 silver.
Okay, 250 silver.
That's still
That's
like
still pretty good.
That
We
is
made so much
That's
money.
25 gold
Yeah,
coins.
it's still pretty good.
Divvy it up later.
Jesus. Okay, let's just go down the road. So, art objects. A bolt of silk threaded with bronze. What is a bolt of silk?
It's a measurement of silk. It's like a big spool.
Okay, so you find a big thing of silk, with bronze. So it's pretty good. If you find the right person, you could probably get some money for it.
Yeah, let's sell that because does anyone want to have armor made out of silk and bronze?
No.
No.
Unless you're like a rogue.
Next
Does it?
you find some goblin dice, but they're
Ooh.
gold.
not the
So
deck
you
of
assume
anything.
that,
Oh.
like, so like as you find them, Rose basically just says, "Oh yeah, those are from the goblins over by Shambro. They're really nice
The
people.
gablins?
The goblins, yeah, the goblins.
Yeah, some of us met them.
Those dice are pretty cool.
The Gablin.
She recommends not selling them.
Hmm.
Oh, I have
yeah,
too many pockets.
yeah, we can keep them. I mean,
They're small.
Yeah, they're dice, so they're. I mean, they could be useful. They could be useful.
Yes, they do have
totally
an
won't
item.
kill us in a fight.
They are useful.
Then I guess we take them.
Yeah.
What else in pile?
What is this? Okay, you find a second pair of dice. Instead of being gold, it's... What is this? Hermanodite? With lapis lazuli. Okay, so it's black and blue dice.
I guess those we can sell or keep. I don't know.
You should keep the dice. You should keep the
Is it like
dice.
a set of gaming dice, or is it like
these are
a
goblin
bunch
dice.
of random dice?
Goblin dice.
I guess we keep whatever goblin dice we find, I guess.
Oh yeah. So because Kaden has the goblin book, you can see that it's numbers. It's just counting in goblin.
Maybe there's some sort of learning tool covered in numbers. They're just goblin numbers.
What else do we find?
You find a... this is a big hoard. You find they say platinum cloth pennants, aka you find party banners. Like with
Wow.
the like
Hey,
little
Nathan.
flags.
I just want to find at least one mech of holding.
This is
please.
what you find basically. It's let me just post.
But
it.
like, are they different parties? Is one of them like congrats to the boy, and one of them is like happy 15th?
No, they're
Aw.
just blank. Why is
So it's a bench.
okay? They put the cost of that as 1,300 gold. That is not
what
how
the
much that
heck?
is gonna go for.
Are they made of like silver?
It says platinum.
Are they the finest silk threaded with gold,
No.
platinum, and silver?
Well, it'll be platinum.
And
Platinum's
Well, they
supposed to.
were.
embroidered with
I'm
diamonds?
gonna say it's not gonna cost that much.
But
I'm
it's
gonna
still
Yeah,
say
more
why
it's
not
gonna.
just let us
platinum.
buy a castle with instead of party
I'm
bandits?
just gonna say it's
Yeah.
13 gold. I'm just gonna
Uh,
say it's 13 gold because it's decent quality.
Just imagine in a speedrun we encountered.
Oh, okay.
What?
You find some scrolls.
Ooh. Are they magic scrolls?
Yes.
Or are they just oh
Yes.
magic scrolls? We
You
hit a
find
jackpot here.
so okay. So first of all, you find some arcane scrolls, which include enlarge person, sleep,
Gimme.
bear's endurance. Then you find divine scrolls of detect chaos, evil, good, law. Wait, that's all in one word for some reason. Detect undead, and tree shape. You also find a potion of cure light wounds.
King has.
We're
I want the
keeping the
magic
potion.
stuff.
Okay.
What are the spells again? I can't tell that fast.
I'm just gonna copy and paste these.
Oh yeah, it rewrote it, so I would divine, detect chaos, evil, divine law, or whatever, but it put detect chairs.
Detect chairs.
Chairs. Change the
Of
scroll to that.
Detect chairs. Please tell me one of the scrolls is now detect chairs.
yes. Instead of chaos, evil, good, and law, it's chairs.
It's hilarious that it decided, no, we're changing this to detect chairs.
So okay, so you find those. Next you find a bunch of broken chariots.
How many is a
Hmm.
bunch?
9.
Let's keep 2. Why? Because 1 we can, or let's keep 4. We can fix 2, sell the rest of the parts off the broken 2, and then we can turn them into mobile vehicles. One carrying the catapult I want fixed, and the other to carry
Well,
people.
you might want some more because there's also 2 ballistas.
Oh,
We are
so
keeping all of them, and we are fixing up as many as we can. I don't care. We are having
gonna
the
make-
cavalry assault
It's like
battalion.
a pirate ship on land, alright?
Yeah, let's just make it into a giant chariot.
we are gonna need so many horses
The
for
ballista
You know what we
is
could do
also
instead? Make a
pretty
giant
messed up.
horse and attach.
No,
You
we
do
don't
have
even.
enlarged
We can
person.
just. No, we don't even need horses. We can make a giant sail and use wind spells.
It's not that windy.
We
We can
can
make
use wind
And
spells.
So by the way, are these
well,
scrolls one-time use, or are they like here, learn the spell?
It does not say. I believe they're one-time use.
Yeah, I was pretty sure.
okay, so if we go with wind cell, one of us needs to at least learn some wind magic of some sort.
Isn't there like a cantrip that's like shape wind or whatever that we
It's
can learn
gust
through
of
Azura?
wind. Gust of wind. Yes, you
But I
can
think
learn.
Azura can teach cantrips.
Yes,
Sweet.
Azura can learn. So the thing with Azura, basically, you can learn. You learn like basically like you choose an instrument and then like you can learn like a few cantrips using that instrument.
That's the thing I want to do because I want more cantrips.
You can also learn like some first level and second level, of course. But of course there's like a limit depending on the instrument and the spells. So the ballistas are also heavily broken. One is missing the like string, and like the other is missing its base. So
If
just
in all reality I need to spend all of my cut to repair everything, I will.
okay. Jesus Christ. That
It
is
is
all,
my
though.
mission to make the most powerful land battleship of the age.
Okay, so what else do we have?
That's it.
That's it? That was in the pile. Keep it. And everything else is garbage.
Yes.
Okay, get ready with the landfill and set everything on fire.
So I don't think I'm ever going to use this website again because it's broken.
Oh yeah, I'm
Let me
gonna
just
post
like look
everything
at
we
one of
have
these
and let
other
you
things.
guys.
Oh my god, what is this? Jesus
What
Find
do
a
we
Christ.
get?
website where I can
Jesus
find a bag of
Christ!
holding.
No, okay. You want to know what this Horde 6 is? It is 3 gold,
What?
9 silver, whatever. But inside, you have so many different items. You have Alexandrite, Amber, Aquamarine, Banded Egg, I don't know how to pronounce that. Bloodstone, Citrate, Topaz, Jasper, more agate or whatever, Onyx, Wand of False Life,
And
with
Onyx?
43
I didn't know
charges.
Pokemon were in this game.
No, there's more.
I didn't know there were Pokemon in this game.
Wow.
Is is it?
11 bags
Is,
of pitons, 2 more ballistas, 3 barrels of oil, a bottle of brandy, uh, 11 carriages, a common wig, 12 iron bars, 3 light catapults, 16 riding saddles, a rope ladder, 11 sledges, a spinning wheel, 7 tables, 6 tongs, 39 vials of exotic ink, and 6 workbenches.
We could
we
legitimately
Do we
just
move a
make our
sheet off
own
and just?
rolling castle
What
out
is
of all of
this?
that.
What is this?
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Guys,
Yeah,
we need to
I'm
figure
not
out how
gonna
many of
use
the things we're
this.
keeping, by the way.
from
Uh,
Just a bunch of stuff
house.
first.
Okay.
So
Don't
we're
I
already.
mind
will legit.
mind I'm changing like the cold and stuff, but let me like these prices are
Anything
not
that is anything that's a long range weapon, like the ballistas and the catapult, and the chariots are mine. Those are what are mine. I don't care. I'm turning those into a mobile assault base.
mine don't look at like the cost of stuff. Because yeah, those are insane. If you want costs,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like ask me. So that's all the items.
Okay, this is what we got. Okay.
All right, so we're gonna go over everything and decide if we're going to keep it or if we're going to sell it. So
So
first off, the cat eye, we're probably gonna sell, correct?
yes.
Oh, no, the cat eye we're gonna give to the cleric.
Yes.
And
So
then the 6 sedan chairs we're selling, right?
yes.
The 7 plain tapestries we're selling.
Yes.
And then how many hand saws do we want to keep?
One at the very
A
least.
single one.
All right, we're gonna sell the other 5.
I want to afford a holding of bag.
All right, the light catapult we're keeping, correct?
Yes.
Okay, next is a bolt of silk with bronze we're selling.
Yes.
And the gold goblin dice we're gonna
Keeping.
keep. The other goblin dice we're keeping.
The gold.
Yeah.
Party banners we're
The
probably
gold
selling.
dice is 1,000 gold piece.
Yeah,
Or
apparently.
not really.
Yeah.
It's not going to be. It's probably going to be like 1,000
Yeah.
silver at max.
But yeah, we've been told we probably shouldn't sell them, so let's keep them for now. We have the gold
Yeah.
goblin dice, the other goblin dice. We are selling the party banners, correct?
Yes.
And then what do we want to do with all the scrolls?
It depends. Let's see. If we had to keep priorities, I say obviously keep the detect Sarah spell. Obviously, that's one of them.
Which one? Detect. Oh yeah, detect chaos. So
Yes.
No, detect shares because that's
Yeah,
what we
detect
changed it to.
I say also tree shape because that might come in handy. Though I can only imagine it affects trees, right? Plant life.
I don't actually know what tree shape does.
Can you look it up?
Detect undead is a good thing that we're
Yeah.
gonna want.
Sure. For this campaign, sure. No.
And
I'm just gonna
potion
say
of
it's not a good thing for this.
Okay, then we're selling it
Yeah.
because there's no undead that you're
Oh,
gonna
I
be
never
using a
said there's
lot,
no undead. I just said it's not gonna
but
be
very
very
little.
useful.
Let's see. And
You can
as
do what you think.
potion of cure light wounds.
Okay,
I mean,
by
we
means
could
of the spell, this is what Tree Shape says. Oh my god, stop. By means of the spell, you are able to assume the form of a large living tree or shrub or large dead tree trunk with small number of limbs.
Become
So you
tree.
just become
does
a
it?
tree.
Well, it's a good disguise. Does it affect like a single person, or can it affect other people as well?
It just affects you.
Okay. I guess for the person who needs to hide all of a sudden real quickly, I guess. Like, oh look, there's a. Oh look, hey Phil, did you plant that tree in the
Okay.
house?
Yeah.
What?
So
Okay,
we're
so
keeping the
basically, this is
ballistas
what
and the
happened.
chariot
This is what happens.
guaranteed.
This is what happens
We're
when you
doing the
become a
scrolls
tree.
first.
This is what happens when you become a tree. You have a +10 to your natural armor, but no, not even natural armor. You just have a +10 bonus to your AC, but you cannot move, and your dexterity is 0. But you also become immune to critical hits.
I become Tre.
Become tree.
Yeah,
I
I don't.
become Tre,
I don't know
destroyer of
how
worlds.
useful of a spell this is.
But if you have like 23 AC, you can have 33 AC.
I become Tre, destroyer of worlds.
Other than you can't move or
Okay.
attack.
I think we should
Okay.
also keep the enlarged person scroll.
Oh yeah,
Enlarged
most
person is
definitely.
So
good.
the only things we're selling of the arcane scroll stuff is the sleep scroll and the bear's endurance, unless someone thinks we should keep them.
Oh, let me see.
Eh,
Let me read
Bear's
what
not-
Bear's
endurance
endurance
do?
is. So just so I can.
Brothgar might really appreciate that, depending.
Bear's endurance. The affected creature gains greater vitality and stamina. The spell grants a +4 enchantment bonus to Constitution. Sorry, my thing's being weird. To Constitution, which adds the usual benefits to hit points, fortitude saves, Constitution, and so forth. Hit points gained by a temporary increase in Constitution score are not temporary hit points. They go away when the subject's constitution drops back to normal. They are not lost first as temporary hit points are.
I mean, it makes the person a bit more resilient. I think we should keep it for the purposes of like, if we're going in against a very hard fight, and we just give this
So
to the
it's like
front
a
line.
+4 to Constitution for like every
You only
Constitution,
get to use
right?
this once,
Yeah, but
and it's
still,
only
keeping
for
it
1
around.
minute. Well, it's 1
And
minute
Still.
per level, and
Well, for me, if I take
we're
that,
gonna
I
say
have
it's
a,
at level 3, so it's gonna be 3 minutes.
I have
Okay.
a,
It's not
I
the
have
best.
a, I have a, I would have a +10 to Constitution saves. Cool.
So, well, what do you guys think? Should we keep this, or should we throw it away or sell it?
I think we should keep it and give it to Brothgar when he comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sleep is not as useful as breaking into
no.
someone's house and punching them in the face.
Okay.
So yeah, other than that, we have to figure out what to do. We're probably gonna sell the sleep scroll, correct?
Yes, we are going to sell it.
Other than that, we have 9 chariots. What are we doing with those?
Keeping them, I will repair them and turn them into the rolling battleship.
Or you can salvage them, combine them into an actual wooden ship on land with legs or wheels or whatever you want it to have.
And we're keeping the 2 ballistas, right? Even though they're broken.
Yes, you're keeping the ballistas.
Also, I'm guessing gems can be enchanted, right?
Yes, that's the whole thing about gems is that you can use them during magic. Like diamonds
But
can
are
we've got the
very
cat's
useful.
eye.
Like, yeah, the cat's eye is used for like scrying magic.
Can gems also be used on weapons, like fuse the gem with magic and use that magic to enhance a weapon
Depends on the
or armor?
gem. It depends on the gem. For scrying,
I would like to keep
no. For the cat's eye, no.
no just regular gems, I guess. I would like to keep the gem to I don't know to enhance my what I currently have equipped with me.
The cat's eye.
We can't.
No,
No?
not the cat's eye, just regular gems. Because
What?
I don't see cat's eye, I just see gems
The Kirst,
in this.
the I don't.
Chrysoberyl, I think.
Yeah, that's
Whatever
cat's
gem is
eye.
listed is the only gem we have.
That's a cat's
So we only
eye.
got the one gem, the cat's eye.
It's called a cat's eye. The official name is whatever that is.
Ah, I see. Never mind then. But I will still like, although if we do find other gems in here, I would like to keep them.
Yeah. Anyway, that's about all time. Rose, thank you, for just helping out, helping with the small things.
You're welcome.
Bro.
The stuff we're selling, I'm gonna put in chat so you can tell us how much we get if we sell it.
Okay, I will
Once we get to
probably actually
Shambro
be
eventually.
working on how much stuff is, because I do not agree with most of the cost of this stuff.
And the
And
cost
I'll
we
add the rest to
can.
group. So I'm gonna add the rest to group inventory.
Yeah, I'm
remember
turning
how the
most of
party
those stuff
banners used to be
into
made out of
the rolling
platinum, brother
battleship
Nye?
of doom and death. You will fear me on a emotional and physical level.
I'm just gonna send harder enemies, and I'm gonna send Hoarders because of that, right?
Don't care, it looks cool. And it's gonna be strange just seeing a dwarf. Just seeing a rolling battleship.
Dogs, if you condemn us, I will personally throw you off the ship.
The ship.
You wanna fight him. You really wanna fight my character. I don't think you can beat him enough.
If we are put into a death situation because of the ship, I'm gonna throw you overboard.
What is your strength?
Why are you saying overboard? We're not on a ship.
We're going.
I mean, when we get the ship, yes. When we get the ship, yes. I am gonna throw him overboard if this somehow leads us to be killed.
Okay, so yeah, you might.
Also, my strength is 17.
And he's a monk.
I think I have 19 strength.
And he's a monk.
And I'm a dwarf.
I
And
have
he's
15.
a monk, which actually, does shit.
So you're saying a dwarf doesn't do things?
No, being a dwarf
there we
changes
go.
nothing.
Oh, well, in my perspective, I just see a kickable football.
You also have to kick like 20 pounds, or not 20, but like 60 pounds of armor and weapons, along with the dwarf.
Yes, I will do it, even if it's
So-
only a nat 20.
The tapestries, I'm gonna say, go. How much did they put as tapestry? 50. You know what? I'm gonna say. You know what? I'll be nice and I'll say you find a good buyer and he buys it for 25 for the
Each.
tapestries. Sedan chairs.
Give me a second, I'm still writing down inventory. I'll put everything in a second. I just gotta put the last money in.
I just want enough money to afford a bag of
Due
holding.
to the bad quality of the sedan chairs, since they are pretty broken, you can find someone who just buys the parts for around 10 gold.
10 gold is not bad, actually.
Yeah.
So the tapestries, we sold all 7 for 25 each. So we sold, yeah. So 7 times 25 gold. And then the sedan chairs were how much per sedan chair?
They were all broken, so someone just bought them all for I don't. Why? Okay, I'm sorry. This thing is just broken as hell, so I'm never gonna use
If
it
you
again.
need to change it because your money system works differently, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that because the sedan chairs are pretty broken, a person buys it for, let's say, all of it for 30 gold.
All right.
Yeah, 30 gold seems reasonable.
The handsaw, silk, party banners, and scroll.
How much are the hand saws? You know what? I'll agree with the 3 gold. Or actually, no. Let's say 1 gold for the hand saws.
So 5 gold total.
Yes.
For all
Silk.
5.
The silk. 600. Jesus freaking Christ. Fuck. How much is silk? How much is silk
It's
in real
it
life?
also depends on how good quality it is. Well, I mean, it's quite expensive. I think a bolt with bronze would probably go for around like $1,000. But that also depends on how much the bolt. If it's like, because if you ever played Prison Architect and there's like the spools of wire around like a big thing or like a spool of thread, I'm pretty sure what a bolt of silk is. It depends on how dirty it is, how tattered it is, and how good quality it is, and also how much of it. So you can decide all those things to decide how much to give us, because silk's expensive.
Okay. In real life, apparently it's like $8 to $80 per yard, and it's 40 yards. Jesus fucking Christ. 40 times 8 is what? That is 200.
A lot of money.
Jesus fucking Christ. We'll say someone buys it. No one really wants to buy it. Except for this one person who is kind of crummy, and he's just like, I'll buy it for like 80.
80 gold or 80 silver?
Gold.
I think 80 gold is good enough.
All right. And then I think all we have left are the party banners and the sleep scroll.
The party banners, they're nowhere close to being 1,300. They're gonna be instead like 13
A
silver.
silver.
13
Yeah, 13
silver.
silver is good actually.
And the scroll of sleep.
The scroll of sleep, I'll be fine with the 25 gold.
Okay, Cyan, how much did we
Total
make?
that up. I gotta pull out a freaking calculator. Hang on.
And you gotta add the
Calculations,
241 silver,
calculations.
and then add the 215.
I already have all the silver.
Okay.
I'm just gonna add the 13 silver to whatever we had before. 491 silver we found, by the way.
Oh my god.
I hit times by accident, so we did not have that much. But we ended up with, for silver alone, we have 504.
Jesus.
If you guys want
What
to figure
about
out how to divide that, go ahead. If that's, put half in your inventory.
Oh, shit.
The rest of it.
Okay, so how many silvers did it get again? 500? Thank you.
In chat.
Okay, 504. So how many of us are there? There is a total of 7 of us,
1,
right?
2, 3, 4, 5 of us in the game currently.
And 2 people outside of game.
You need to take into consideration the other 2.
So if we split it all up, so 5 plus 4 divided by 7, that's 72 gold apiece.
Silver.
Or silver apiece.
Which isn't bad, actually. That was actually pretty decent.
And
considering.
that's how much gold we got?
Yep. We sold all those, what are those? The tapestries.
Okay,
must spend
and also
money
it's
to
gonna
buy a
cost
bag
a
of
lot
gold.
to get your catapult thing and chariots.
Oh, do you think I'm gonna do it in a one day? No, I'm gonna do it over time.
Oh yeah,
When you
I'm
buy
just
a
gonna
bag of
say it's gonna
gold.
still cost you a lot when you do it.
I know.
I'm gonna say it's probably not
And
gonna
we
be
each
enough
get
right now.
45 gold apiece.
Okay, and the gold, I think we shouldn't have. I think it would be reasonable enough that we keep. Let's see.
45 gold apiece if we split it 7 ways.
No, I think we should keep some of them as a reserve.
So how
Some
did
of
you
them
guys
as
split the
reserve.
silver?
Oh, we divided it 7 ways.
Alright, so I'll put share of silver for each.
Yeah.
Who
So
was in each
Silver-
for Brothgar and who else?
Gappy.
Yeah.
Gappy hasn't like joined Storms in a while.
In a while.
Like he's joined
Yeah.
your stuff, but he hasn't joined mine.
He hasn't said anything about not liking your game, as far as I know. Radical, it's really. Does he not like Storms anymore?
No, it's just that we're inconsistent with our time since we sometimes with the time zones mostly.
Well, I
didn't
just meant
really
like he
receive anything
consistently shows up for Ironwood, but he never shows up for Storms, even though it's on the same days, just
I
different
thought he
weeks.
showed up like in February, but I guess I was wrong. But in terms of him not liking storms, I don't think so. He enjoys the campaigns the same. He this one was the first campaign he joined. He decided to join another, and then another, and then it's like what? So I think is he does enjoy these campaigns. It's just that with our scheduling being literally 3:30 in the morning, it's going to be hard with. I'm not sure. Maybe there could be like a thing with his parents. Maybe they have agreement or something. You're gonna have to ask him more personally to do that. I'll try to ask him to message you about it.
Okay.
Okay.
I just find that odd. Anyway,
So how do we want to divide the gold? I think we should just straight up put like 100 in group inventory, and then see what we want to do with the rest.
Yeah, I think we can divide the rest between the 7 of us.
So 215, I think. 'Cause if we leave 100 group inventory, that could be like a cart or even just like, I don't know, if we need a spell or something.
Can
Yeah.
I buy a
We're paying
single
someone.
bag of holding, please?
No.
How much would a bag of holding be? Will we know?
a bag of holding. Used to know, but now I forgot.
Lots of the monies.
Okay, so I divided 215 by the number of our party members. And question, should I round the number up or down? Because it gave me 30.7.
Don't round them at all.
Let's give everyone 30, and then the 0.7 can just go back in group inventory.
Okay, so everyone gets 30 gold. And we put 107 into inventory, group inventory.
I'm trying to find the cost of.
So we 30.
Okay.
No, we have 100. We have 105 gold for group inventory.
Oh, 105.
And everyone.
So,
yeah, I have group inventory for money. We have no money except for 105 gold. Each person's gonna get 30 gold. Same with Brothgar and Gappy, who will have theirs when they come back.
Okay. All right then.
So so a bag of holding, there is no official cost. It just says somewhere between 101 to 500 gold.
How much would it be a deck of many things?
Deck of many things is going to be a lot more expensive.
If we can find it too.
And
there might only be one that exists
really
in the realm.
don't want deck of many things. Because
so maybe
that
it's a
would
legend.
fuck up this campaign.
Yeah, I agree. No deck of many
fun.
You know what you should
I'm
do?
gonna be back in a minute.
Snowballed army.
You should make your own deck. Make it with your own cards so it won't break the campaign, and then like hint it for later on.
Well, no, I'll do that for so if you don't know, I am working on another campaign that will not be ready for months and months and months. But yeah, that will probably because I'm doing my own custom pantheon of gods, so doing this won't be bad. So I'll probably do that. But yeah, I am not doing the deck of many things in this. You can do the deck of many things in the other campaign in the future.
Okay, so the bags of many things. Let's see. So that is basically like an infinity sack.
The deck of many things or the bag of
No,
holding?
the bag. The bag
of holding.
So a bag of holding is that it looks like an ordinary like backpack or satchel or like a messenger bag, whatever you want to call it. But I can actually fit way more in. Have you ever seen Harry Potter where Hermione puts her hand to a bag that's really small? It essentially
No.
works like that because the inside of the bag is 64 cubic feet.
Yeah.
So you can pull a canoe out of like a backpack.
Yes.
Yeah. I've never seen Harry Potter. I've seen like the first 2 movies when I was a kid, but that's pretty much it.
All right.
I expected like pitchforks and torches being raised against me just because of that statement.
I don't remember most of the movies, so.
Books are better than the movies, but okay. Like that's really like my opinion. Like,
the books are good. The movies are good. They can't compare to each other. They're two very different concepts.
Yeah. Like one...
Well, I mean, the movies are good, but there's a difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
they're
not like the best.
Are we going to go to check up on the town now?
Let's check if we're in town after we sell everything. Oh, it's not nailed down.
Yeah, that we can get to right now.
So you find
Yeah.
let's just say you find like the people before you get into town. You find like just people to sell all this stuff to, like just some wandering traders. But they don't really have their stuff. So you imagine that they're just buying it off of you, and they're going to go trade it with someone else.
Hey,
They
but you're in
just
a Bolton
see
still?
they just see us walking around with stuff on broken chariots, broken catapults, ballistas, just broken stuff all around, and us just carrying all of this or pulling it or something like that.
Rose does give you a says you can use her wagon, which she used to use for her loot. So the seats do
But
not
there's
work.
like
You
several
cannot sit.
chariots.
You cannot sit in this wagon. It is, unless you want to be very uncomfortable, you do not sit in this wagon. But you can put the items in the wagon.
Good enough.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Group inventory has been sorted. We all have our money. Everything's put aside. Everything we sold's done in here. The regular stuff is in here. If you guys want a group inventory copy, I'll give it to you. You ask for it in chat and stuff, but
Okay.
sorted.
So,
I just want the dream of my snowballed army.
You will get it someday, Bagels. One day.
This is a long
Maybe
campaign.
we can go back, get the scroll, and convince Trixie's Cauldron or whatever it was to make Snowball a potion.
Maybe.
turn people into snowballs.
Well, you can cast Snowball. It's like summon Snowman, but it's a kobold.
No, but turn people into them because
No.
mean sometimes.
By the way, I had the perfect idea if you were ever gonna make a potion that's like half chance kills. Like they made a batch, it was like, oh yeah, one batch is power word kill, one batch what was it? One batch is inflict wounds at 4th level, one batch is cure wounds at 5th level. We don't know which is which. If you drink the potion, you may take inflict wounds on yourself at 4th level, or you may take cure wounds on yourself at 5th level.
Yeah.
You
And
may
then
die
can
or
tell
you
That's
may
the best
heal
way to do
yourself.
it.
We don't know.
But that is the best way to do it if you want to have a 50 chance of like absolute death or probably gonna save you.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
hope your max health isn't over 60.
Yeah. Yeah. So, as you're walking into Shambro, you can hear like some like you can hear just people are very happy, and you can hear a lot of music. Like just like some trumpets or cornets, I should say. Like just people are happy. And you realize why the king is in town. So yeah. So basically,
Hello.
the king.
Who came into town?
You don't see him. He's just in town now.
Can we just ask some random person like in every fantasy movie ever? But if we don't know what's happening, shouldn't we like ask someone to be like, "Wait, hey, why are you guys all excited?"
Well, you were told that the king was coming in town soon anyway, so yeah. Bagels is typing. Bagels, what are you typing? Yeah, it kind of does look like Chernobyl. Yeah. That's what I thought it said at first. It's like, Chernobyl? What kind of gym is that? Is it a gym that's a
It's the
bomb?
elephant's foot.
Is it a gym that
It's
is
a
it a gym that's
miniaturized elephant's foot.
Yeah.
You feel an odd sensation as you pick it up. It's not magic.
It's
It's
radiation.
just heavily irradiated.
Every minute you hold it, you lose 1 off your max health.
And you gain a new body part.
Every minute you hold it, you lose 1 off your max health. Every 5 minutes, a random thing happens. Like grow a new body part, grow a third eye.
It's just okay. Anyway, so basically, you already knew that the king was gonna be in town soon, just like Shalsey, but you can now see like banners and stuff, saying like "Welcome home, Forik" and whatnot. Forik being the name of the king. Yeah. So basically, yeah, he's most likely in his castle, but he's in town.
Should we stop at the clerics and then go to the castle, or should I go to the clerics and you guys meet me at the castle?
I guess
So-
some of us can go to the castle. I mean, we still need to, I guess, do something over there, and I guess the rest of us could go and go to cleric.
Well,
Yeah.
the clerics is just like you just have to stop by.
Yeah, we'll
So
just
let's
drop it
all
off.
just stop by and then we'll go to the castle.
Okay. So you go by the clerics and give them the cat's eye, and it's like, oh, this is very useful. Scrying stones are always they're all right. Cat's eyes though are usually a little better. So they basically thank you. And yeah, that's about it. Next, you go to the castle, and basically in the main hall, you can see in the throne, you can see the king, you can see Shalsey, and you just see the queen's chair is still empty. The queen's chair is just usually empty. You've
Because the
heard the
queen
queen.
isn't there.
The queen just likes to explore the world. Like that's the whole thing.
So it's she's really an explorer with the title
Yeah.
of queen.
Yes. Like she's only queen because she married Forik. Because Forik is
Adventure.
yeah.
I
Forik
need you
is
to
the
be my
bloodline.
true. I need you to be a true queen. Nah, I want to be an adventurer.
No, he was completely fine with it. Forik is just cool. Anyway, so let
Cool
me give
dude.
you an image of
He's a teal
Forik.
brat.
Because yeah, images of Forik is cool.
He got that drip.
Totally does not look like Qui-Gon Jinn, but in Furbolg form. Totally does not. I don't know whoever told you
Furbolg
that.
Jin.
I don't know whoever would ever think that.
It's
But
Furbolg Jin.
totally does
That's
not.
his true name.
Totally doesn't look like Qui-Gon Jinn.
His name is Furbolg Jin now.
But yeah, that's like he's just in like he's not wearing his crown or anything. He's very humble. He's definitely a humble king. Um, he doesn't like he usually doesn't wear like fancy clothes, and he usually doesn't wear his crown or anything. As you can notice, he does have like an eye patch thing. That's because he used to be an adventurer and just like got in a fight and lost an eye. Or he didn't lose it. It's just like it just he just doesn't. He just not see it. It's kind of gross. But yeah. So that's Forik. He is just sitting in the castle. As you come in, he realizes, oh, you must be the adventurers. Please come. He's very happy and dancing, or not dancing, but he's happy.
Hello, it's nice to meet you.
Please. Sit down. He has like there are some like
Hello,
chairs
my
nearby
lord.
because they have like the table out and whatnot. What is this? Yeah, yeah.
That's all I thought of.
um, It's more like the end of the movie and not that part of the movie. More the
He
always
didn't
keep an eye
trust
open.
someone because he lost an eye. He
Yeah, he
lost an
did
eye
try.
to a
He
cat.
did. Yeah, he lost to a cat. Spoilers for actually they don't know who we're talking about. I mean now they do because cat. So who lost an eye to a cat?
No, there are several movie characters that have lost an eye to a cat before.
I mean permanently though.
Think.
I mean people have like
We
had their
never.
eyes damaged, but not permanently.
You don't know that.
Other than in a lot of movies we see that it heals.
That's because they're weak. They don't want a cool eye patch.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Okay, let me. You also see. Or you don't really see, but you see another person sitting in a chair near the king, um, and I'm just gonna like put this picture here so you know who it is, and I don't have to describe it at all because I don't feel like describing what this person looks like.
Is safe
Is
for
it that
work?
noble we know?
What's that?
Halfling Baron. Insert Balance here.
I mean, he's a changeling, so insert valence here.
Does he have a specific form right now? Like, or is
Right now
like,
he just looks like a guard. Like he just
Valence is just vibing and being a changeling.
right now he just looks like a guard. That's about it.
He's
Um,
being a prop.
yeah. So
you
basically,
force my hand.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We'll say he looks like that. Um. So basically, he's just there. Not really talking, as the king is the main one who wants to talk to you. So I imagine you sit down now because he invited you to sit.
Yeah, I can
Yes.
imagine this.
Yeah. Okay. So basically goes. Ah, yes. My son has told me stories about you. Well, mainly just one story about the cult that was found not too far out. But alas, you fixed the problem, and but yet more came due to clerics and sorry. And then you found some kind of creature. Am I right? I was just told this maybe an hour ago. Felt, but I believe a little less. Um,
I'm
so,
gonna awkwardly debate pulling out the book and showing. I'm just gonna like, my hand's kind of reaching to my side and I have a book. I'm kind of like just fidgeting because I have images of everything.
yes. Would you like to show something? You kind of. You can
Oh,
say
sorry.
you can tell he's even though he only has one usable eye, he is pretty perceptive.
Sorry. I was one of the ones who detailed a lot of it and talked with the creature, at least tried to. I have an image here of what it looked like, what I suspect its handlers may have looked based on Azura's description. And I'll
Ah,
show the Quaggoth and what I assume are. It shows on the side of the Quaggoth, like, I don't know who the captors are. Azura said they might be Drow, like, written on the side.
okay.
It's a really scrawly drawing. It's good. It's close enough.
Yeah. Ah, yes. Hmm.
Bitch.
Well, I myself have never really seen much. I was an adventurer, but I was no adventurer like my grandfather. Um, his grandfather is the first king, he wasn't part of the Esperian Knights, but he was like basically an honorary member. Yeah. So, he's like he was an adventurer, um, unlike any I've ever known. Well, of course I've known more, but he was full of spirit, definitely. Sadly, he died. Only, I mean, it's been over a century, but it feels like a little more, you know. But it also feels like it was just yesterday. But yeah, he basically says he's never seen a creature quite like this. But from the many stories he's heard, from his grandfather and a little from his father, who is still alive, just he kind of has a vacation home. He just has a vacation home.
I have to apologize. I have to leave now. I will see you all, I guess, next time.
Okay.
So thanks for the game. Have a good night. Well, not really night. Well, maybe for Radical, yes, or early morning, whatever time
It's
it
the
is.
early morning.
Yeah.
It's already.
Well, then good morning, Radical.
Just say
I will
good
see
day.
you, I guess, next
Just say
Saturday.
good day. Just
It's
say
technically, well, it doesn't make much
Good
difference.
day, sir.
good
Very
day.
good day to you. A good evening to you, and a good night to you. Good
day, sir.
good
For
24
Max.
hours to you all. Good
Merry
night.
existence.
Yes.
Single hour.
Merry existence to all
Merry
Anytime
existence.
Anyway, I will be leaving now so I can stop distracting you. So later.
Okay.
Okay.
Anytime I do the good day, I always think of home movies for some reason.
You have to do it in a very posh British accent. That is required to do the over the top good day, sir. Good day, sir. You have to do it in a very like
It's not
no
really
go away
posh. That's not
over the
posh.
top British accent.
It's not posh. Posh is like very.
Good day, sir.
That is
Well,
definitely
I also
posh.
can't do posh, so
Posh is
Say
more.
good day.
so I tried my best.
Posh basically means more like self-reserved. And like that's your like tea and crumpet, you know? That's your posh, which doesn't really
Yeah.
exist. There's not really a lot of. I mean, it exists obviously, but like, not every British person is like tea and crumpets. Of course, you have like
But yeah, you need to do like the over the top. I am better than everyone British accent
Yeah.
to do it well if you're not actually British.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so basically, um, so basically, Fork tells that like he's been told of creatures similar to this, but never has seen one, and never got the best of descriptions. But from stories he's been told, yeah, it sounds like it probably was one of these. Like the description fits, basically. He doesn't know a lot about the drow or anything, and he kind of ends it with I don't really want to talk about that though. I really just want to talk about I've done a good job for our kingdom, and I know a lot of our like our bartenders and innkeepers have been keeping you well with the free food and free drinks, which is always great. Free drinks are always wonderful. Um,
I
But I do wish to have a little more involvement into your group. Of course, I'm no adventurer anymore, and Shalsey wishes to be more of a king than an adventurer, right? For the most part. So basically, he just says that he kind of just wants to help out in and just like if you ever need like if you need like what is it? Basically, he's giving you diplomatic access and like immunity as well.
uh
Yeah. So yeah. So basically, you like he's just like if you ever need to go to like certain areas, but they won't, but they require some type of like, but if they require some like royalty or guards, and I'd be happy to help. I'm not going to be in town very long, only a few weeks or so. I do have to go by another country, which will take around around a week or two. But you can always mail me, and I will definitely send. I'll send my diplomats. Um, but while I'm out, I will not be taking Valence with me, and this kind of surprises Valence because he's kind of been with him for a while because he's a guard. Um, it's like Valence. I think if from what I've been told, there is some trouble that is happening in Asperia, and you being one of the knights, not just my knights, but Asperian knights, you should help out. The voice of Valence is kind of muffled, obviously, because he has like a mask, but is also eating food at the same time.
Rom yum 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 yum.
All right.
Yeah, all right. The chillest reaction there is.
But yeah. So basically, he just says he'll yeah. That's about it. For like well, he just wants you to like relax, party. Um,
I will eviscerate into the void.
Just like the last party we were at that didn't crash and burn. I'm not saying that to anyone, but like, ugh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this one also. You also don't have clerics bringing in stuff from a cult, like a cultist lair. So yeah.
I don't trust anything.
Yeah.
I'm just ready for like a cleric to just go complete ape on some poor guard and like tear his eyes out or something, and I'm just tense.
It's like, goddamn, I should not have given that cat's eye. Who knew it would make a man crazy? I don't know.
It's a cursed object and we didn't figure it out.
Yeah.
Cat's eye is really just catnip for clerics.
I don't even know how to react to that.
Yeah, me neither.
Congrats.
But as you have some drinks, you just feel great. And then it starts to become night, and the fork says, it's probably best to sleep now because I did just get in a few hours ago, and I do require some sleep. Because, not jet lag, but, lag. Even though our Fae is not that far, it is, it's not the best traveling because it's like you start in underwater, or you have to go in and out of deep underwater. So yeah,
Oh.
especially from being down there for a few weeks. Yeah. So now, that was about it for the castle. So do you go to a bar, or do you go to the inn, or take a late night travel
Bar.
to the lab? I mean, you just had drinks, so bar's not gonna
I am
do
not
anything.
drunk enough. My
Same.
character is freaking tense. I am not drunk enough. Let's go.
Okay.
To the bar.
To the bar.
We can
Okay.
go to the lab in the morning if we have to.
Yeah. Okay.
Top of the morning until you labbies.
Then again, we've lost a couple people that were playing. We can do the lab next time or just figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where'd Bagels go? I just realized he's gone.
He said something, but I don't know if he said like, "Oh, I have to leave," or "I'll be back in a second. Computer's broken."
Yeah, we've lost the entire group.
Not the entire group.
Bagels is peeing in some alley right now. August is just learning in his room.
Yeah. So you all take some drinks. It's great. Drinks are good. Yes. You know, you just have some fun and whatnot. So yeah, drinking, great.
Alcohol, fun times, yes.
Yes. Very drunk now. You then go. It's getting late, so now they kind of like, okay, you need to go to your inn now. We're about to close. So it's about morning now.
Okay. Goodbye. Thing.
So
Let's go sleep. That's always the best part about being drunk. Just a long, drawn-out sigh as I go up the stairs. Not ready. I'm still a little lucid enough where I know that this is when I get like horrific visions of people each other. So guess what?
So basically, Kanan, you have like a repeating vision of like the hand pulsating and whatnot, but it seems a lot more mellow. Like it's not chaotic as it usually is, and really the main thing is, for a lot of part, it's just like only a little bit is that. Some of it is actual just dreaming and sleep. But that's not all that happens that night. I kind of wish we had more people. But you know, we'll make it work. Kanan, you are awakened by a voice coming from like nearby. It was within the inn. You cannot tell who the voice you can't tell what the voice is coming from and who it is.
What does it say? Or is it just like whispering something I can't tell?
It's whispering. You can't really it's just too quiet. It almost sounds like moaning. Not you know what type of moaning I'm saying though. You know, like whales, I guess. As in WAIL.
Yeah, whale moaning. I was like, did you tell me it wasn't gonna be like sea life? Does it like seem to be in one area, or does it just seem to be
it's coming
everywhere?
from one area.
I'm literally gonna look at myself and be like, damn it, this is where every protagonist dies in a book, and I'm gonna just kind of I'm gonna go figure out what the voice is, like an idiot.
Do an investigation.
You want me to roll investigation?
Yes.
So I find my investigation skill.
I roll knife.
Okay. Roll again.
Watch me roll lower.
Wow. Okay.
You want me to just keep
roll
stumbling
perception.
around? I can just
roll
stumble
perception.
around. Oh, I'm great at that.
Oh my god. Okay. You know what? Let's just say you find where the noise is coming from. It is coming within Dane's room.
Okay,
Specifically from Dane. It is not in his voice. It's not even within like a range of his voice. You know how dwarves are usually like their lower voice. This is not a low
Scotland.
voice. This is not a low voice. This is a
This is
more.
not a dwarf yelling about stuff. This
This
is
is a
like a high pitched
soft.
dwarf.
This is a soft-spoken elven voice.
Is it? Are you? I'm guessing this is a reveal of something that it is okay to reveal.
Okay, you just learned a new
I'm-
mechanic. Paladins do not just only get perception bonus. Paladins also gain a connection with spirits. So it's basically around the same way that clerics get visions. Paladins basically act as a conduit. Yeah. Because
One of my actual languages is Elvish, not just like a book, so I can actually. If I can't figure it out, I might be able to.
it is an older dialect of Elvish, but you are able to figure it out. Let me get let me get out what it says.
I was thinking you're revealing something else because about my character primarily, not just a mechanic.
Oh no. No, not doing that yet. No. But you are basically you just have a conduit power.
Okay.
Let me get out what it says.
I can summon the spirits of Valhalla.
I thought if it was a dwarf, it would have been. I was like, I friggin' scroll through the Empire's list I have so fast. I'm like, there's one of them is a dwarf, right? Turns out it's the elf one, but whatever.
Yeah.
There was still panic. Well, at least if one of us dies, both of us will die.
Bear the dwarf. Bear me.
Sorry. I'm trying to find it, and it's just like, where did I put it? You know?
In my notes, I literally put down, like, I'm awake in 5 voice at the end. It's before I get to what I was saying. So they're like moaning. I, like an idiot, gotta find it.
Yeah. It seems to be repeating shoot, why can't I not find it? Sorry, this is gonna take me a minute. I think I have to rewrite this because I might have deleted it. I hate when I do this.
I just imagine he's saying like an old ad for car insurance or something.
No, it's an Elvish voice saying Okay. It is saying. Basically, it says. It's just repeating lines such as it's repeating like just random sentences such as in between heaven and hell, in the gates of a mysterious place, uh, lies an unknowing evil. And it kind of just repeats those three things. I can write
Does
this-
Dane seem uncomfortable, or is he just like
He is asleep.
like just there?
He is asleep.
It's a dwarf.
He's gonna panic when I'm in his room. Like I'm gonna stand like imagine I'm standing over him, my ear like an inch from his face, and he just wakes up. He'd
I mean,
stab
this is
me for
probably
that.
not the first time that he's like been a conduit, but it's the only. Usually,
Only
they
time
are-
someone else has been in the room.
Yeah. It's not really been noticed before, because usually it happens when he's asleep.
Would I know this happens to paladins, or am I panicking thinking he's been possessed?
You do know it happens to paladins. So basically, this is like the opposite of metagaming, where your character knows more than the actual player.
Sweet.
But yeah, basically, paladins. Basically, no. As a cleric, you learn this because paladins and clerics both go to like the same places to get their powers. Basically,
The weird progeny of this world.
I mean, they are just like pray to this god. Okay, you also pray to God. Okay.
Pray to God, yes. Also, you pray to God, yes.
Yeah. Anyway,
I pray to blue god. You pray to red god. We not same.
but we
You dead
agree
now
that
because you
God's
pray
good.
to wrong God.
Yes. And they got monks who like they pray to whatever.
They pray to whatever God they want.
It's not really a god, just more like a being.
They pray to whatever they want.
And they got warlocks who like they don't pray. They just go like, "Hey."
Sugar baby.
Yeah, they are. They are sugar babies. Anyway, so basically, do you need me to write those down, by the way?
I think I have it written down. It was in between heaven and hell, in the gates of a mysterious place, lies an unknowing evil.
Yes.
Just repeating over and over.
Yes.
Sweet.
There's some other words, but it's just too hard to really hear.
None of them happen to sound like Tiamat, do they?
No. Tiamat would be in Draconic.
It would be the dragon.
Yes.
The dragon.
I mean, there's multiple dragons within the world. It's just the main dragon.
So how long does this go on, the conduit?
It lasts a few minutes. Like, only like 5 or so.
Would it be beneficial to wake him, or would it be better to tell him in the morning?
Probably tell him in the morning.
Alright, I'm just gonna put my head in my hands like, great. More problems. And like, very gently. And then just go back to bed, because I really need my sleep.
That's all that happened in the night, though. Okay. So when you awake, I imagine you tell Dane of. Yo, you
once
just
Dane
talking
stumbles
in
down, I'm
sleep.
like, once Dane stumbles on, I'll be like,
Yo, you talk in your sleep.
I'll just be like, hey, Dane, yeah, we're gonna have to go to the clerics. You sleep talked in Elvish.
What? The elves are coming back. I gotta kill them now.
Oh, I'm pretty sure. Remember that thing we learned about you guys can be conduits and stuff? I
Yes,
think
but
that
it's
was
the
someone
elves.
there.
I gotta kill them now.
What if they're already dead? Look, they're a spirit, right? That's how conduits work?
Yes.
I
Yes,
think we need
but
to go.
still they're elves.
Let's go talk to the clerics and then we can go hit some elves or something. Let's go to the almighty, all-knowledgeable clerics who don't understand
Let's
anything.
go to Odin.
Okay.
You must realize this is early in the morning where he is like, leave me
Hungover.
alone.
It's hungover.
But it's
I'm
also
also hungover. I think we're all hungover.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's several hungover people. Plus, you were like, hey, you're talking your sleep and you're talking in Elvish. And this is Dane, a guy that legitimately hates elves in every fiber of his being.
You know, tear your own freaking voice box out.
Yeah, he hates almost he hates a lot of types of elves.
I do want to say, before we go to the clerics, let's go grab Radical and drag him along. Let's get everyone going to the clerics. Just in case someone needs to restrain you.
Yeah.
Let's go to the clerics.
Let's all go to the clerics. Let's all go to the clerics.
Go to the clerics. Let's go all to the clerics. Wonder where they are.
We walk out and the city's on fire.
Oh no, the city's on fire. I don't care.
Just like you just see like a group of adventurers while the town is burning. Let's all go to the cleric. Let's all go to the cleric. Let's all go to the clerics. Let's all go to the clerics.
Clearly drunk and hungover.
Yeah.
Like either
so,
they are still drunk or they're hungover.
Yeah.
Bit of both.
Yeah. So you go to the clerics. Of course, they have like people who are like always awake. Cause yeah. So basically, they ask you, oh, is there something else? Like something new?
Just my usual hand pulsing vision.
I talk like an elf in my sleep.
And that thing, I'm pretty sure our friend Dane here was a conduit to the elves, which he is very upset about.
I don't like elves. Can I go punch some?
Is there a specific message or anything?
Yes. It was in an older dialect of Elvish. It said, "In between heaven and hell, in the gates of a mysterious place, lies an unknowing evil." Repeating over and over.
Oh, okay. We've never really heard anything like that, but we will definitely look into it. So you said it was an older dialect, huh? Could be pre-Dark Era. There were many fights with elves. I wonder why they chose a dwarf of all people, though.
Well, no one else woke up to hear it. I don't know. I know I can be quite perceptive, but I feel like it has something to do with who would get the information across to you, maybe, or to Shalsey, or to Fork, whoever would need it.
Then why not?
If they knew we were adventurers, they knew we would be able to spread it faster than others.
Then why not choose one of their personal paladins? It's very interesting. But we will definitely ask about it to see if any of the other paladins, well, not here, or said anything, I should say, last night. Anything else?
Just my usual vision, the hand and everything. I still haven't found any blood hunters to talk about it with.
Yes. yes, we do have we did find a blood hunter who is willing to help you. We contacted him, and he said he's willing to have people come in. He's a nice fellow. Don't tell the king we talked to him. He doesn't quite like the blood magics. Um, he is near. He's in the mountains. So if you'd like to go, we can mark down on your map where exactly he is.
Is this like a personal side quest, or is
Yeah.
this something we should do as a group?
You can do it as a group. It doesn't really matter.
We can also do this next session if you guys are getting tired and we've lost some people.
Yeah.
I would like it if we decided to do it next session.
Yeah, we'll do
Next
it
session it is.
Okay. And for the next session, you'll also meet the lab people. You know what? I'm just gonna show. Let's say that before you head there, you head to the lab, and I'll show what the lab people look like because I took my time to do them, and I love them. So let me show Ilvon first. Copy, paste. So the first one is Ilvon. He's an alright fellow. He's your tiefling artificer. Yeah. It's a blue man. Next you have Ilvon's like pet bird. Of course, it's a robotic bird. And whose name is, why did I forget what it's called? Harper, because it's supposed to be basically a mechanical harpy eagle. So that's the bird. And then lastly, we have we have Andromeda. The Tempest Cleric Warforged. I'm gonna show the people at home. I'm gonna show them first. Andromeda. Yeah. Here's Andromeda. Fun.
Not the Iron Giant in any way, shape, or form.
Totally not the Iron Giant with blue and a mohawk and a sword. But yeah, totally not. Totally didn't trace a picture of of the Iron Giant. But yeah, that's Ilvon, Harper, and Andromeda.
Okay. Yeah, totally didn't just trace a picture of the Iron Giant.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. I think this is where I'll hop out if we're done.
Yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to show that before.
Okay. Yeah. Talk to y'all later.
See ya. Bye, people
Bye-bye.
at home.